I don't know what hurt worse, that or if we would have got blown out. What is up, Fin fans? Miami Dolphins unfortunately fall to the Buffalo Bills 30-27. What a hard fought game by the Miami Dolphin offense. Hard fought game. I'm going to give you some stats and then we'll get into it. Tua Tagovailoa, 25 for 28, 231 yards, 2 touchdowns, 124.9 passer rating. I don't want to hear anything about Tua in the comment section. Not a thing. This game was not lost because of Tua. It is lost by one player, and I will talk about it when I'm done giving the stats. But Tua had a very good game. We needed a touchdown. That man, evaded pressure, stepped up, gave himself more time, hit Jalen Waddle for the touchdown. He did his thing. Devon Achane, 12 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 10 carries, 56 yards. He did have a fumble. Jalen Wright got in there, got 6 carries for 18 yards. Tyreek Hill, 4 catches, 80. Devon Achane, 8 catches, 58. That man had over 110 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns. Jonnu Smith, 5 for 46. Raheem Mostert, 2 for 32. We had the one fumble from Raheem Mostert, absolutely killed me. We had 1 sack. Chop Robinson got a half a sack as well as Calais Campbell. And Jalen Ramsey had that crazy interception where Coleman just dropped it. Josh Allen, 25 for 39, 235, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 95.6 passer rating. That interception was not his fault. James Cook, 10 carries, 44 yards. Ty Johnson, 3 for 23. Ray Davis, 4 for 20. The rush defense wasn't the problem. We held them under 94 rushing yards as a team. The rushing yards were not the problem. Now, receiving, Ray Davis, 70 yards off of 2 catches. That flipping touchdown where he dropped it off to him. He ran down the sideline. Khalil Shakir, 6 catches for 50. Dalton Kincaid, 4 for 32. Mac Hollins just torched us in some instances, 5 for 30. Kieran Elam recovered the fumble from Raheem Mostert. They only had 1 sack on the day. What killed us was the pass rush. It was non-existent again. So our defense, not having Sealer out there, sucked in the aspect of not getting after the quarterback, but our rush defense isn't that bad. Let's talk about this game real quick. And again, I'll talk about the good. Tua Tagovailoa, he had a good game. Again, you can say what you want. Yes, he underthrew Tyreek Hill for a potential touchdown, but he made up for it, getting us touchdowns when we needed to, tying the game when we needed to. Our defense needed to make stops, and they just couldn't make stops when we needed them to. Tua had a really good game. I am not upset with Tua Tagovailoa in the least. Yes, he did have a drop snap, scared the crap out of me, made us a long down and distance. After that, kind of got his stuff together. Cam Smith kind of struggled, and then they put Siren Neal in there for him at some points. I like that adjustment there. Emmanuel Ogbah. That man kept putting his hands up, and at first I'm like, just get after Josh Allen. But I kind of see why he did it, especially when Josh Allen started rolling out. I did like what I saw out of some of the defensive adjustments from Anthony Weaver, where Josh Allen would roll out, and instead of straight up getting after him and having Josh Allen break tackles and stuff, they kind of like were just blocking his vision of what's going on and forcing him to throw the ball away. We were answering touchdowns. Again, we scored 27 points again. And I said to you guys going into this game, I had no faith that our defense would be able to stop them. And that's kind of where we ended up, because again, Ray Davis had that one where he just dropped the ball off to him and he just ran it up the sideline. We couldn't make a tackle if our life depended on it for the touchdown. The defense in the first half played well. We held them to 6 points, and then they had 28 in the second half. Yet again, defense not showing up in the second half. The Josh Allen, I will say this, right? Josh Allen's ridiculous. He's a very good quarterback. I always put him number 2 on my tier list of quarterbacks in the NFL. Only guy better than him, in my opinion, is Patrick Mahomes. But that last touchdown they took to take the lead, and then we ended up tying it, was the most lucky. He was getting sacked, and he just threw the ball up and hoped that his tight end came over and got it. Pure luck. And it goes his way. Good for him. absolute pure luck. What other good can I say? Running game was good. I wish they would have stuck with it a little bit more in some instances. But again, at the end of the day, we did score and we did end up tying, putting it back in our defense's hand. I'm just reading my notes right here. You saw Tua, and we'll go back to the underthrow, and we'll talk about that in the film breakdown on Tuesday, because tomorrow we're going to talk about the trade deadline and are the Dolphins buyers or sellers, because now they're sitting there at 2-6, you're third place in the division. Let me see where the Dolphins are at. Let me give you the team stats. I didn't give you that. First downs, Buffalo had one more first down. Rushing first downs, Miami had more. Both teams are 1-1 on fourth downs. Dolphins had more penalties, 8 penalties to Buffalo's 4. Time of possession, Miami had it for about 2 minutes more. Miami had more yards and more first downs, 26 first downs. It's just a good, hard-fought game. If the Dolphins defense could have just, woke up a little bit, I think we would have won that game, which is crazy to say. So now we drop down from the 10 spot to the 12 spot. New York Jets are now in the 10 spot with the Raiders above us. The season's over. Fortunately, losing this game, the season is really over. Let me tell you where we're at when it comes to draft order. We have the 6th overall pick right now. Here, I'll show you real quick. We got the 6th overall pick. It's over. Now the season's definitely over. If we would have surprised and beat Buffalo, then we got 3 winnable games after that. It was a possibility of going 6-5 before we head for the Packers on Thanksgiving. But now we have a possibility of going 5-6 and then this and that. This season's over, in my opinion. So we have the 6th pick right now. The bad. Let me talk about the bad. I didn't really talk about the bad. Jordan Poyer needs to go. Jordan Poyer cost us this game. And I said that there was one person that cost us the game, and it was Jordan Poyer, because the defense did their job on that last drive, and the defense held Buffalo, and it was 3rd and 9. It was 3rd and 14, and then Chop got a little antsy, which I'm not holding it against him, kind of jumped off sides. So it was 3rd and 9, and we had the pass breakup. And Jordan Poyer comes, of course, like he did multiple times, and he led with his helmet and hit the receiver in the face mask, helmet to helmet, unnecessary roughness, gave him 15 yards. So instead of them punting us the ball and us having a potential with 2 timeouts to get in field goal range and win it ourselves, Jordan Poyer sold and gave the Bills 15 yards. If I'm Miami, I say you could stay in Buffalo. You ain't coming back, because not only did he do that, but he also took out Jalen Phillips, because that's how he sustained his knee injury. Is Jordan Poyer was going after the quarterback and shot at Jalen Phillips' knee, and then the next play he comes out, tries to do something after putting a knee brace on, and his knee blows out. So I'm officially done with Jordan Poyer. That man needs to get off my team, because you're just a liability at this point. Because what are you doing? We could have easily won this game if you didn't headhunt and just let the guys do their thing, or at least try to smack the ball out. But no, you had to headhunt. You gave him 15 yards. And then Bass kicking a 61-yard field goal to win the game. It's like, geez Louise. And I said going into this game that I'm like, the Dolphins are going to lose. And I thought we were going to get blown out. I predicted a 38-20 loss. And as the game's going on, I'm like, this team is fighting and fighting and fighting, but it's a little too late. If the Dolphins played like this against Seattle, against Tennessee, and against Indy, we would have won those games. And instead of sitting here at 2-6 right now, we'd be sitting here at 5-3, which is a completely different team, and one that is what we would be. So yeah, 5-3 would be 2 games out of first. So if the Patriots end up beating Tennessee, because they're in overtime right now, we're in last place, because you got 2, 3, and 6 teams ahead of us. So it sucks. The offense fought so hard. The offense consistently answered. The defense shut them out in the first half. We went into halftime up again. Same thing like the Cardinals game. And again, The touchdown of Mac Hollins, someone's left open in the back of the end zone. Again, Raheem Mostert fumbling on a drive where we were marching down the field, potentially putting up more points. It's us shooting ourselves in the foot over and over and over again. And now again, you're sitting here at 2-6, and your best possibility is going 11-7, but the Miami Dolphins are not going to win the rest of the games. So, you know, I could see them winning 5 games. They can go 5-12, maybe 6-11. It's someone's head's got to roll, man. We're sitting here, and it's the back-to-back games where the offense does their thing, and we lose. So it's a problem. You know, Cam Smith was struggle bus city and helped them get a touchdown with a holding call, a pass interference call, the blown coverage on Mac Hollins. It's like one thing after another. This defense was shooting us in the foot when the offense was scoring. Let me see how many drives we had and how many of those drives, offensive drives, ended up being scores. So let's see. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 drives, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ended up being touchdowns, and 2 of those drives were end of the half and end of the game. So technically 7. So out of 7 drives, we had 5 scoring drives. In the second half, touchdown Buffalo, field goal Buffalo. We didn't have one stop in the second half from this defense. So, you know, I knew that was going to happen going into the game, and I knew that, you know, we can't rely on our defense. It just bit us in the butt, man. Sucks. It really does suck. You watch this game and you're like, oh, they're playing hard. There's a chance they're playing hard. And we shoot ourselves in the foot. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Tomorrow's video, we're going to be talking about the trade deadline. Are they buyers, sellers? What's going to happen? All that other good stuff. This one sucks. It's like a blowout sucks because, wow, we're that bad. But this type of loss sucks because we were so close. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you tomorrow. Like usual, stay classy. My fins out.